Hello, YouTube. This is Nina, the Truth Seeker, with the Consignment Collective on Amazon and eBay. And I just wanted to do a really quick video. It's going to be a blend of things. I have been busy running my business, so I haven't been focusing on making lots of videos. But I got a couple things to show here. I can do a quick sales update of what I sold today or what needs to ship out today, and tell a little story about one of them that might be helpful to some of you. First thing I have here is this pair of Allegria. They are clogs. They're size 6, which is kind of small, but when I was in Asheville a couple of weeks ago, I saw this brand being sold for like 90 bucks or so in a consignment shop. I happened to find these in a local consignment shop for $14.50, and I debated whether to get them. Probably would have passed on them if I hadn't seen them in that other store. So I bought them. $14.50 for these. I ended up selling them, I believe, for $59. So that's not too bad. I know some of you guys have talked about the fact that you have a hard time finding shoes, and I have a hard time finding shoes too, so I have been perusing local consignment shops. A lot of them tend to have sales. They'll drop prices every month or every 2 months or 3 months. So it's always worth like getting on their email list and figuring out when they have sales and stuff like that, and picking up some good shoes that way. These Essex Tigers, which are size 7 also, took me forever to sell. I ended up selling them for pretty cheap. I think I got about 16 with shipping for these. Tried them at auction a couple times, tried them in my store a couple times, and just got tired of having them on my shelf, so I lowered the price and finally sold them today. And then I got this pair of Earth shoes. I haven't heard many people talk about this brand, Earth Shoe, but it actually sells pretty well on eBay if you get the right styles. This one happens to be sort of a Mary Jane style. Hopefully you can see that. It's bright red, and I figured between the color and the Mary Jane that this was likely to be a sell. It's also a size 8, which is my size, and I figured if they didn't sell, they were cute enough that I would wear them myself. Next thing that I had to send out that I actually sold a few days ago, but the woman said she would pay me today, and she did, was a pair of USA Polo shorts. I already have them packed up because in anticipation of her paying me, I had packed them, but they are very similar to these, except they were new with tag. And they were USA Polo Association, which is kind of a knockoff brand to Ralph Lauren that you can find at places like TJ Maxx and Marshalls and stuff. But they're new in tag. They're size 40 or 42. And this Madras patchwork plaid, these happen to be Brooks Brothers that I found for $4. I found 2 pairs like this at a local flea market. Same woman had them, and they smelled like mothballs, so I figured they'd been in storage. But everything that I have ever put up with this patchwork Madras plaid look has sold. And it hasn't really mattered what the brand was. So this is one of those styles that is a classic and that a lot of people buy. So keep your eyes out for stuff that's this Madras patchwork plaid. Okay, so that's the 4th thing. And then the last thing is this Stay Dry Zero Socks. What it is it's a plastic boot, inflatable, that you use to cover up a cast so that when you take a shower it doesn't get wet. And this apparently is a medical device. I got it at the Goodwill. I paid $5 for it. I saw that the tag on it was $28.95, the original retail tag, and they had $5 for it, so I figured that I could sell it on eBay for something like that, or not on eBay, on Amazon. And I actually put it up on Amazon as a new item with some damage to the tag, or to the box. So you can see that it's kind of squished here. It's definitely new. it doesn't look like it's ever been used, and since it's inflatable, I think it would have been kind of hard to get back in here. So I do think that it's new, and they probably just taped it down so that people would not open it in the store. But I listed it, and then 24 hours later, I got a really interesting letter from Amazon, and I'll read it to you. It's from a woman named Amanda McCarthy, and it says, probably can't read this, but it says, "To whom it may concern, you are in violation of our MAP policy. In order to protect our brand and our authorized dealers, we are pleased to announce our new detailed MAP, quotations, minimum advertised pricing policy. We have supported a MAP policy since the inception of the dry case brand, as noted in our retail guidelines. Clear, detailed policy is now being put forth, and it will be followed up with strict enforcement. Attached is the guidelines for resellers, including MAP enforcement policy. While we will be dedicated to monitoring resellers violating this policy, you can help us report MAP violators by emailing email address removed. If you have any questions, please contact us anytime to discuss." And it says Dry Pro LLC. Again, the email has been removed. It has the drycorp.com and their 800 number. So I wrote Miss Amanda McCarthy back a very pleasant email and said, "I run a small consignment shop," and I lied a little bit, and said one of my clients brought this piece in that they had purchased but never used and asked me to sell it for them. If I list this as pre-owned, would I still be in violation of your policy? And I never heard anything back. So, just to be on the safe side, I actually took it down off of Amazon. I never did read the policy, even though I've got it here, so I probably need to read it. I think they were just trying to tell me that I had it priced too low and that I needed to be competitive with their authorized dealers. And having worked in the medical industry, I know that there are specific products that can only be sold by an authorized dealer. You can't just get them from anywhere, certain types of medical devices and this and that and the other, and I guess this thing qualifies as one of those. So they have people who have contracts with them to sell the product at a certain price, and apparently I was creating a little stink for them. So I ended up putting it back up, at maybe like 2 cents under the lowest price. And I think I put that up yesterday, and I ended up selling it today. So it's going out, and I don't have to worry about Miss Amanda McCarthy sending her bad guys after me because I'm breaking some weird policy or whatever. Anyway, something to keep an eye out and to be aware of if you are selling any sorts of medical devices that you might find. Just be on the lookout for a potential letter like this. Okay, so those were my 5 sales for today. I want to talk a little bit about some retail arbitrage, a couple of things that I'm excited about. One was this little clef du vin. I went into my local grocery store to buy some groceries on my way home from my quote-unquote job, and I always peruse their sales section. It's Kroger. It's my favorite store because they always have things at least 50% off. And this thing they actually had, I'm going to get my other one, which had the original price that I saw on it. I had a feeling that this was probably worth some money. And the original price that they had on it was this $25 right here. But underneath the $25 was this little ticket that said $8.95. So there was a guy who was pricing some stuff, and I went up to him and said, "Sir, is this the right price on this? Because if you look at the tag underneath it, it says $8.95. And he's like, "Well, these things retail for about $50. So he scanned it. He tore the paper on this one and scanned it, and it came up item not found. And I had 2 of them in my hand. And he said, "Well, make me an offer." So I just kind of looked at him. I was thinking, and he said, "How about $10? And I said, $10 for the 2? And he said, $10 each. "Oh, okay, I'll give them to you for $5 a piece." So he created some stickers, and then I went over to the shelf and I found 6 more. I said, "Hey, I'll buy all of them for that $5 a piece. He said, sure. So I got 8 of these, and when I scan them, I went ahead and listed them on Amazon, and it turns out that I listed them for like $59.54. So this is a real score. I turned, what, 40 bucks into 400 plus. So great retail arbitrage there. I'm very excited about that. Might end up keeping this one since he damaged the paper when he was looking at the UPC code, the original UPC code. Got another product at that same store. A lot of times those stores, you know, sell supplements because they just do, and, you know, supplements do better. But I got this one. Hope you guys don't get too embarrassed by this, but this is called Rock Hard Weekend. It's actually a an herbal, quote-unquote, dietary supplement that is designed to help the male libido. And I actually have some friends who work in this industry, so I had heard about this product before. And of course it's not selling very well at the grocery store, so they put them on clearance. I found 6 of them. The original price on it says $17.99, and they had them on sale for $4, so that's 75% off, something like that. So I bought all 6, and I looked online. They didn't have any of these 4-packs on Amazon, so I created a listing. I list them at $17.99 plus whatever they suggested that I ship them at. And so I have 6 of these. If any of you guys want to contact me, or maybe even your women, for your male friends would like to buy any of these, let me know. You can PM me. So just starting out in retail arbitrage, this is my first major score, and I think I did pretty well on both of these. So I highly recommend that you give it a try. Okay, hope to see you again soon. We'll see what I come up with for my next video, and I hope this helped you avoid trouble and consider looking at your grocery store for some retail stuff. So this is Nina, the Truth Seeker. I am the Consignment Collective on eBay and on Amazon, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. Bye-bye.